Hi everyone, welcome back to Trust Me, I'm an author. Alright, we are doing episode 6. When am I a real writer? Well, the fact is, as soon as you write anything. A writer is someone who writes. Period. Doesn't matter if you are writing poetry or a book or informational packet. If you are writing something for distribution for other people to read, you are a writer. Now, to be a published writer, you actually have to publish the book, which means you go through all these different things. You get an ISBN and you get a cover, you format it, you put it out for distribution through Amazon, Smashwords, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, whatever. But for you to be considered a writer, that's it. Just write, baby. Just write. That's it. You can tell your friends, I'm a writer. If you are in the process of writing a book, you are a writer. It doesn't matter if you have published or not. If you are taking time and effort to put your thoughts down onto paper for the eventual consumption of other people, you are a writer. Now, I hope that you don't get discouraged at some point in time and just throw it into a drawer and never do anything with it, because that is a waste. It's kind of sad when our dreams die. And I don't want your dreams to die. I want you to take the next step and become a published author, which is confusing. I will not lie. It can be heartbreaking if you are trying to get a traditional publishing house to notice you and pay attention to you. I have talked about ways that you can get publishing houses to notice you, and one of them is please, 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 before you send your book in to anybody, edit. Because a book that is not edited, at least a little bit, enough that you can read smoothly through the book, becomes very jarring for someone to read, and they won't finish it. I don't care if you have the next great epic novel. If you have a lot of spelling mistakes and grammatical errors that inhibit someone from reading your book with at least a mild amount of pleasure, no publishing house is ever going to touch you. Simple facts. Sorry. So, your next step from becoming an author, or from a writer to a published author, is editing. Edit your books 4 times. I have said this before, 4 times. All right, because it's going to need it. If you are going the trying to go the traditional publishing route, you don't need to get a professional editor, but I am going to recommend that perhaps Grammarly. Autocrat is also a good one. There are hundreds of good programs out there. Do some research, find them, and install them onto your computer and use them. All right, so that you can become a published author. Woo. Now, again, and we have talked about this in previous episodes. To get more in depth about it, go back and look at my other ones. But you have 3 routes, and that is traditional publishing, which can be a long and rocky road. There is vanity publishing. Please, please, please don't do that. Most of them are not interested in making you famous. They're interested in making themselves money. And so they will take as much money as they can from you while giving you the least amount in return from effort on their part. And then there is indie author, becoming an indie author, which I have been since 2015. And that is going at your own, which means you find your own cover artist and editors and formatting and, everything, submission and publication. So, now, along with all of that, there is a 4th option, and that is Indies United Publishing House, which I am the founder of. Was created to help indie authors find their audience and get recognition as authors that is above being an indie author, because the sad, unfortunate thing is about being an indie author. They are the unwanted stepchildren of the publishing world, and that's just the way it is. We are direct competition with publishing houses who spend, billions of dollars every year marketing and promoting their own authors, and they don't want us. They absolutely do not want indie authors to come and take a slice of their pie, because there is, unfortunately, just a finite number of readers. Now, those readers can go the gamut from someone who reads a book a day to someone that reads a book a year. But they are all, that's our audience, and we are all vying for that audience. So, traditional publishing houses look at indie authors and vanity publishing as well, as competition, and they don't like it. And they're the establishment. So yeah, it can be very, very difficult to compete with them, which is why I started Indies United, which is a co-op of many authors working together to bring attention to our books. And it is as, you know, it's a home. You know, it's not just a house, it's a home for our authors where we do our best to help all of you attain, you know, the biggest audience and the most success that is humanly possible with your book. So anyway, if you want to learn more information about us, it is at www.indiesunited.net. You're under no obligation. Continue watching this series. You can email us if you have any questions. You know, we're here for you. We want all authors to do the best that they can to bring great books into this world and share them with readers. We want you to go from being a writer, which you already are because you have put pen to paper, so to speak, to becoming a published author. Goals. Anyway, so I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. Next weekend, we are going to be talking about the importance of reviews. Yay! So anyway, I hope everyone has a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.